Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you are new here, good morning. I just became extremely thirsty, so I need a drink before we get started for the day. Today is actually Thursday. I'm so thrown off this week. This week I've been filming, or I have filmed Tuesday and then today's Thursday. But that is for a good reason. We are going to the Iowa State Fair today, and I want to bring you along, show you what we do, what there is to offer, the food that we eat. I'm so excited. I haven't been eating gluten, but you guys, I'm going to make an exception for the fair. You can't go to the fair and not get a corn dog and cheese balls. So I'm just gonna deal with the itching and the stomach ache. It's the price that I'm willing to pay for the state fair. Anthony is actually working this morning. He has an event taking a bunch of teachers on helicopters, so that's super fun for him. That's what I made those gift bags for. So the boys and I are just hanging out. I have a few things that I want to get done this morning anyway, so no big deal there. I need to make some breakfast. I'm really hungry. I've also brewed my coffee, but I haven't mixed it up yet, so I need to do that. First, I'm gonna start with a little Amazon haul. This has zero markings on it at all that would tell you it's an Amazon package. I was kind of shocked to see it outside this morning. This is what the order was for. So these are like Apple AirTag watch wristbands. I am hoping this goes small. Oh yeah, it will. This is the toddler size, so it does go pretty small. Hopefully that'll work for my boys, because you have to get to the $25 minimum to do it overnight. I just got a few other things that we will use anyway. Nature's Bakery oatmeal crumble bars. I thought we could actually take a couple of those today for the boys to snack on. Got a little first aid kit to put in the car. We have a couple band-aids in there, but you know, my kids scrape themselves all the time, and I just wanted something really small, and it was only a few dollars. Mini Mountain Dew. The last time we bought any soda was the beginning of June, and we just drank through it all, and it is the middle of August, so 2 months it took us to drink through all of that, and we were kind of heavy-handed on it, to be honest. Like, we drank through it faster than I thought. So I got these pepper ham cheddar breakfast bites from Aldi when I went and got groceries this week, so I think I'm going to make, but I am going to have all 4 because this is the only thing I will eat until we go to the fair, and we probably won't be at the fair until like 3 or 4. So I don't want to not be hungry to eat the fair food. Why else do you go?
You've seen it before. I'm going to show you again. I'm making my coffee, and recently I've started using this mason jar, and now I'm attached to it. I just don't like that it doesn't fit in the cup holder of my car if I go anywhere. And then here are those egg bites. They were really good, and I always put Valentina's on.
I think of this every single time I do a voiceover, but then forget to mention it in my video. I have timestamps down in the description box of every single video I do. That's a lie, there might be 1 or 2 that don't have them, or like my older videos don't have them. But as of now, pretty much every single video has timestamps down in the description. So if you hear me talking in the beginning about something I'm going to be doing for the day, and you're only interested in that, or you want to come back and look at it, or whatever it may be, you don't want to listen to me talk right away at the beginning, you can select the time next to the description of what I'm doing in the video down below, and it will take you directly to that point in the video where it starts. So today, for example, if you don't want to see like the cleaning and the getting ready and all of that I'm going to be doing this morning, and you're just interested in what I have to show for the fair, you can go down and click the timestamp. That's really helpful. If you're specifically looking for a recipe and you just want the recipe, you can do that as well. I also believe like down here on the time bar, I'm pretty sure once I add the timestamps, it will like mark it. I don't know which way this will go. It'll like mark like intro, get ready with me, clean the bathroom, Iowa State Fair, however it goes, it will like break it up too. So I think you can do it that way, but always timestamps in the description if you want to go ahead and just fast forward through stuff.
Okay, so I started with cleaning the bathroom, and I just did kind of a quick clean in here. It definitely was not a deep clean, but I wiped up the toilet with the Clorox wipes, and the light just went off because Ryder came in here. And he was like, Mom, I need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, Ryder, there is another bathroom downstairs. Go use that one because I am currently cleaning this one. Don't come mess it up. But isn't that just life? The second that you think everything's cleaned and your family is immediately like, no, thank you. I saw a tip that if you put peroxide on your floor around the toilet, if you have boys, if you know, you know, it can help with the dirtiness and the smell. And it did not work. So I think I'm going to have to do some good old bleach.
All right, so I'm packing up our bag to take to the fair, and I thought I'd show you what I put in here. I don't actually remember if you can have outside food. I don't think it's a problem if you have kids. Like, I've taken snacks for the boys before, but worst case scenario, they tell us we can't have it and we take it to the car. I'm like over using a diaper bag. I don't really use one anymore. It's just like big and bulky and I just don't like it. So I have this like just reusable Walmart sack bag, whatever, that I'm gonna put stuff in. So I have diapers for Noah and a couple extra pull-ups for Ryder, just in case, you never know. And then I also have a pack of wipes for diaper changes, but also for sticky hands, some sunscreen, and I have this bag of snacks. I just have like some applesauce and some different snack bars in there. I also have 2 of these bowls that are kind of square and a couple of forks for the boys, whatever we eat. You know, like when you order fair food, it just comes in the dish that they serve it in. Well, a lot of times we get like one dish and then I'll share it, and it's just easier to have something for them. And then I have the wipes, I can wipe it out when we're done. And then I have their air tags, and then also before we leave I will grab their water bottles and fill them up with ice and water. I'll make sure to take my own.
A day with me if we don't do some laundry. I swear I get so motivated, and I do. Somebody on one of my recent videos called it Mount Washmore, and I have never felt so seen in my entire life. That's exactly what happens. I wait so long, I do all of the laundry in one day, and then I give up. Like, I'm just done. I'm over it. I did it all day, and so it piles up, and then we're back at it again. And I really need to get better. Currently, as I'm doing this voiceover, I have 1 load of laundry that needs washed. Washer and dryer and my basket are empty right now, you guys. I'm actually staying on top of it this week. Will it continue? I don't know. That's to be determined, but I am trying.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now.
Okay, we are in the car, just about ready to leave. I don't have my seatbelt on yet. I was waiting for the garage door to shut, but there are a couple flies in here, so I have to shoo them out. But anyway, it is just about noon, and we are leaving now. When the boys will take a little nap in the car, but I have a couple errands to run, and then we have to pick Anthony up. He has to change, and then we'll go. But we'll show you what it's all about.
We started out, first stop was mini donuts. The boys got strawberry smoothies. Anthony got a corn dog. I was so sad I couldn't have that. And then we went to the animals. My boys were so obsessed. Oh my gosh. We spent most of our 4 hours in the animal barns. They loved it. They're so cute just walking around with Dad. They were so happy to be there. Oh, Ryder keeps calling it the fun fair, and I love it. I'm glad that we can start traditions. We spent some time in the 4-H building, and then again, more animals. I didn't get any clips of the cows, but the cows were definitely Noah's favorite, and he was so sad. And then there was a company that had construction equipment out, and so we spent a good chunk of time just sitting around in those. And then the boys got ice cream, and I did get a piece of pizza on my way out of the fair as my treat for the day.
Okay, we are back from the fair. It wasn't too hot, which was nice, and there was a really nice breeze, so that was appreciated. Our kids, I don't know if it was because we went in the afternoon, but they didn't do as great as they have in the years past. I mean, they had a good time and they really enjoyed it. Noah had a little bit of a meltdown when we left the cow barn because he just wanted to keep looking at the cows, but at a certain point you have to move on, you know? So now Anthony is putting them to bed, and I don't know what that hair was doing. I'm actually going to go to the movies by myself. I wasn't planning on doing this today. I was going to go on Sunday. Tonight just works a little better for us, so. We were at the fair for about 4 hours, so it definitely took up most of our afternoon, or all of our afternoon. I mean, it's almost 7 now, and we got home not that long ago, so it was a really good time. It was really bad. I made like multiple comments like, oh, I should have filmed this. I should have got my phone out or whatever. And one of them, I got like a plate of Saratoga chips and it had like cheese sauce on it. And we ate almost the whole thing. Anthony and I shared it, and I got done. I was like, oh man, I should have got a clip for that for my video. And he just made the comment like, oh, you just are used to living in the moment and not getting your phone out. And I appreciated him recognizing that. So I'm sorry that there's not more for the fair, because he's right. We were just enjoying our time, and I'm not used to getting my phone out and filming all of the things. So that is why I stick to like around my house, day in the life type of things instead of travel vlogs or anything like that, because I just forget to I forget to do it. Hello. I did not get home last night until about 1 o'clock, and then I couldn't fall asleep till about 2 o'clock. So I'm very tired, and my hair is like, I don't know what it's doing up here, but I kind of decided last night that I just didn't have enough to share with you from yesterday, and I don't want a super short video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you a few things that I'm doing today as well. The boys and I just went to town, and we got groceries, and then we also I got my tires rotated the other day, and then we went back to get them retorqued. So got that done. But I have some Walmart groceries here. I'm gonna unpack them, and then I'll show you what I got. And I just realized I forgot a couple things in my car. We stopped at my mom's house too. We're going over there tomorrow, but I grabbed some potatoes from her, and she also has some bananas. Uh-oh, I think our light bulb must have burnt out here. Yep, shucks. Okay, I put them in a grocery sack just so they wouldn't like break, just so they wouldn't, or if they did fall off the stem, they were just in a bag instead of sitting in my car. And then I got a bag of potatoes. I realized I probably didn't buy enough. These are groceries kind of for the next week. Anthony is going to be gone for the week for work training, and so I didn't plan full meals because, like, I don't know, I just don't like cooking a whole meal just for me, because my kids don't eat a lot, or they don't fully eat what I'm cooking, or whatever it may be. So I didn't want to make a full meal plan. So it just includes a few things that we were running low on. I also have some snacks, and I know it's some junk, but Anthony is staying in barracks next week, and so he doesn't have a way to like make a lot of food, or he doesn't have a fridge or anything like that. So I needed to pack some snacks so that he is full, but also not spending money at like a gas station or vending machines or anything like that. So let me unpack this stuff, and then I will show you what I got. Okay, the other meal I bought stuff for is for a family dinner we're having tomorrow. My uncle is coming to stay with my parents for the weekend. He unfortunately has cancer, and so he is coming for the weekend, and we're gonna go spend the day with them. And I didn't want my mom to have to worry about cooking for everybody, so I'm going to take that on. We're going to do roast. So I actually have one roast back here that is thawing. That's from like the cow that we got, and then my mom's actually going to pick up another roast this afternoon and drop it off to me tonight so I can get them in the crock pot in the morning. So we'll have 2 roasts. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that anymore, or I'm gonna start crying, but let me show you what I got. Cat food, we have a little bit left, but just getting a big bag of that. There was actually a Walmart, like a manufacturer coupon rebate thing on the cat food, so that's why I got a big one. All of this stuff that I'll show you first is going to be what I'm sending with Anthony. He will certainly not eat all of this stuff within the week, but whatever he doesn't eat, he'll just bring home, and it'll go like in his lunches and things like that. So starting up here, this pack of goldfish. I know it's cheaper to buy the bigger bags or the bigger boxes, but he is in a classroom setting all next week, and although he can have snacks, it's not really like practical for him to take a big bag of them. So I got these individual wrapped ones. Same with these mini chocolate chip muffins. I don't believe he's fed breakfast, so that's kind of what I was thinking with the muffins. And with these yogurt bars, so they're, let's see, strawberry and blueberry, and it's like a granola bar with yogurt on the bottom, and it has some fruit in it, I guess. He doesn't know for sure if he's going to have a microwave, but just in case, I did get him one of these Velveeta cheesy bowls. I think they're disgusting. I don't know how he eats it, but he's a picky eater. He's always been a picky eater, so yeah, he likes stuff like this. Anyway, and then I got a big box of frosted raspberry Pop-Tarts. I also got a little one of strawberry Pop-Tarts. I will keep some of these at home too. I don't think I really need to send 22 Pop-Tarts with him. And then I got one box of the peach mango energy drinks.
We don't need it, but I take all of our packets out and put it in our drink station, and so I got one so it could stay in the box and easier for him. Some tuna, so I got 2 of the deli style tuna salad, and then I got 1 hickory smoke flavored, and then 2 bags of chips, so the garden salsa and harvest cheddar. Again, if he eats all of this in the week, he's probably going to feel super unhealthy, but also have a stomach ache, I'm sure. A good portion of this will probably be coming back home. And then the other stuff I got these mac and cheese, or shells and cheese, whatever, cups. Noah really likes mac and cheese, Ryder does not, but this is just like one of those, Ryder always wants to eat toast. So a day that he's having toast and Noah doesn't want toast, he can have some mac and cheese, some Larabar bakes. These are the chocolate chip cookie ones. 3 potatoes. I have a couple more, and then the bag that my mom gave me. We're also going to have salad. So I got a big thing of baby arugula and then the everything chopped kit. I will mix these 2 together and make like a bigger salad for everyone. And then I'm pretty sure she has other dressings people can have besides the everything seasoned ranch that comes with this. I should probably ask her to make sure. Sliced pepperoncini I put that on my roast. 3 gallons of 2% milk. A thing of sweet cream creamer. Some more yogurt. This is the Oikos 000, just vanilla. A big old thing of blackberries for the boys. And then I got a pumpkin spice candle. I actually have my tote right there of my fall decorations. Ignore my cluttered space, but I think I might put those out today because it is beautiful outside. Anyway, that's all I got. I spent over $100, which is crazy. I will never stop talking about how crazy it is, how much money I spend on literally just a handful of items. But I'm gonna get this stuff put away, get all of Anthony's stuff put in a reusable grocery bag, and then I'm probably gonna make banana bread, I think. Getting started on this banana bread, I'll link the recipe I used down below. I doubled this recipe, so if you're only making 1 batch, don't do this much. And then the other modification I made is I add Greek yogurt at the end. But it's pretty much the same as every banana bread I've ever made. You have sugar, eggs, butter, bananas, vanilla, baking soda, salt, all of the good things. These bananas were perfect. They were like just about to the point where you needed to throw them away, and they're disgusting, but perfect for banana bread. And so I didn't even have to mash them up before I put them in the mixer. I just threw them right in.
Just to be with you somehow, unexpected love was found.
And then adding in the flour after that.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid.
I did decide to make chocolate chip banana bread, so adding in chocolate chips. Again, remember this is a double batch, so it looks like a lot of chocolate chips, but it's 2 whole loaf pans. These are the long loaf pans that I have, and I did use a cookie dough scoop, not necessarily to measure them, but just to make sure that I had the same amount of batter in each of the pans so that it would cook the same, or cook evenly, I guess. They'd be the same size, all of the things, and this is what it looked like when it was done. I was told that it was very delicious. My kids loved it. My family loved it. It was good. And then I moved on to make some guacamole. These avocados were perfect. They were just like super soft, but not gross. They were the perfect. Also, I guess I say I was making guacamole, but as I started to make it, I realized I didn't actually have all of the ingredients I would normally put in there. But I did 4 avocados, a Roma tomato, and then onion, white onion. Normally I prefer to add red onion, but I didn't have one. I didn't have any jalapenos. I also thought that I had cilantro. Turns out it was parsley. So that's my bad. I also did put some garlic in there, some lime juice, some jalapeno salt, and pepper. I went a little heavy on the jalapeno salt. I probably should have held back a little bit, but it was pretty good. I definitely missed the cilantro though. That's my favorite part of guacamole, so I was really sad when I discovered that it was parsley.
And I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you.
and then getting the roast put in. So both roast, honestly, we probably could have gotten away with just one of them, but I put the pepperoncinis and the juice on there, some garlic powder, a whole lot of dry ranch seasoning. This is my own homemade ranch seasoning. I did onion, what is that called? Like dried minced onion, and some black pepper, and then 1.5 sticks of butter. I know it seems like a lot, but it is a lot of roast.
This is turning into a 3-day thing. I started on Thursday and it's Saturday, but it's just gonna be a nice long video. I got the roast in. I did go in and add some garlic cloves, but I wasn't recording apparently, so I don't actually have that to show you. I will just keep watching that throughout the day, flipping it, like putting the liquid back on top, things like that, just to make sure it's all good. When it's done, I will shred it up and then keep it in the crock pot warmed until we eat. Right now, I'm going to peel some potatoes and get those cooked and mashed and put them in the crock pot. I'm going to make some dinner rolls. Oh, I'm going to cut up some carrots. I'm not going to cook them yet, but I'm going to get them all cut up. Oh, I also need to get the salad kit and the arugula all mixed up together too, so I need to get moving on this stuff.
Peeling the mashed potatoes, it's so satisfying to watch some of this stuff at fast speed. Do you guys, are you able to use like a paring knife and peel your potatoes or your carrots or anything like that? Because I am nearly 30 years old and I've never been able to do that. I get so scared, and then because I'm scared, I'm not confident in moving the knife, and I feel like I'm going to slip and cut myself. So I still use a potato peeler at 30 years old, or almost 30. I'm not 30 yet. I should stop aging myself, but you know. And then I just cut the potatoes up into chunks so that I could boil them. And I put that towel underneath my cutting board because the cutting board moves around on the counter a lot, but the towel prevents that from happening so that things aren't sliding around and I'm not cutting my hand. But then I just, I don't know, cut them up so they're all about the same size. Fill it with water, boil it until the potatoes are fork tender. As that was boiling, I went ahead and got the salad mixed up. So I just take the arugula and I use scissors to cut it up into better pieces. It helps so that the stems aren't aggressive when you're eating them. And then I had that salad kit. I started to cut it up, but realized the pieces were actually pretty small on that. So not a big deal there. This was a salad kit again. So it had everything bagel seasoning in there. So I put that on there, and then I just put the dressing and the crouton things on top. Moving on to the bread. This was not a gluten-free recipe, or it's rolls, I guess is what I'm making. It's not a gluten-free recipe, but I tried to make it a gluten-free recipe.
So slow, hold you in my arms, won't let.
Okay, let me explain. You start with your yeast mixture. So warm water, yeast, and sugar. Recipe will be down below. Butter, salt, and then this is where I used gluten-free 1-to-1 flour. And my mixer attachment fell off. But I thought, okay, it's just 1-to-1 flour. It's fine. As I was mixing, I could tell the texture was so different. And then as I'm doing this, it felt like sand. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, okay. So it had to set and rise. All right. So moved on to the mashed potatoes. I just do the boiled potatoes, some butter, salt and pepper, and then I used heavy whipping cream, but it was still pretty thick, so I put a little 2% butter in there and put them in the crock pot. I did this in 2 batches just because I had cut and boiled so many potatoes that my glass bowl here wasn't big enough for me to mix it in there, and I don't like to mix it in my pans because the coating can come off because of the beaters. So I just did it twice, added them all to the crock pot that went in the fridge until later in the afternoon, and then I just heated them up in there. It worked out really well. But then back to this dough, like you can see how easy it's cutting. It literally looks like moon sand or something. So just like, you know, making them into the balls like the recipe said. I actually only took half of the recipe to make this pan. My intention was to make them, if I liked them, I would freeze the rest of the dough. Spoiler alert, the dough went straight into the garbage. As I was doing all of that, I thought, you know what, I cannot subject people to these. I don't think they're going to turn out very well. The dough just doesn't feel right. So I did make another batch with regular flour, and these ones looked, mixed exactly how I thought they would. And before you bake them, you just put a little bit of butter and salt on the top, or salted butter.
Thunderstorm, lightning. we hold each other tight.
This is what the gluten-free ones looked like after they came out of the oven, if you were wondering.
I just tried one of the gluten-free rolls, and it's one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted in my entire life. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Do not make. The regular rolls are in the oven right now, and I'll have to let you know what my family thinks of those since I can't try them.
Yeah, this is what the regular flour rolls looked like. So I just didn't eat one. Not a big deal. Bread product, like, I don't know. It's been difficult. Whatever. Moving on. Here I am peeling carrots. I know you don't have to peel carrots. It's just a personal preference. You can just wash them if you want. Peeled them and then cut the ends off and then just chop them up into kind of bite-sized pieces. I wanted them small enough that it wouldn't take forever for them to cook. I made them in the oven. As I was going, I just, I was chopping them, but then some of them I did circles like this one. And I don't know. Nobody said anything about the shape. Just as I was cutting them, I'm like, wow, I'm like I'm not being consistent with this. That's what it was. I was not consistent at all.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest.
To the carrots, I added up some minced garlic. I honestly just didn't want to get my garlic press out this day. And then some olive oil and some fry seasoning. That's the key.
Baked these in the oven. I think it was like 350 degrees and took maybe about 20 minutes or so. And then everybody was so hungry and we literally just like got to eating, and I got my kids food and I was really hungry, and I sat down and like halfway through my meal, I was like, oh man, I meant to take a clip of this and completely forgot. So I'm sorry I don't have everything to show you, but it was all delicious. That is all I have for you today. Sorry, my dishwasher is so incredibly loud behind me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say